What up, guys? This is the Caesars Explorer. Here we are at the Rio All Suites Hotel Las Vegas Casino. This is the Samba Suites, 25th floor, Masquerade Tower. And this is truly why Caesars Palace is the best. Caesars properties are the best. It's exceptional. The space that you get here is unreal. Brand new carpet, it seems, or at least very, very new. Almost untouched, very soft, like kind of like a Harrah's feels, a casino floor feel, very soft. This is actually a suite that goes for little to nothing. Every single suite in the Rio is, of course, at least I believe 500 plus square feet, a ton of space. You got a little bathroom here. You got a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shower, at least, for the bang for the buck. When it comes down to Caesars, Caesars is probably the best casino property owner out of all the casinos I've been to in Las Vegas. The reason why is the rewards program is exceptional. They currently have Diamond, Diamond Plus, they have Diamond Elite, and 7 stars. And what sets Caesars apart really is the prices. You can get a 1,600 square foot suite at the Rio for literally, if you're a Diamond member, $40 to $70 a night. That is not gonna happen anywhere else in the world, let alone Las Vegas. It's unheard of. Of course, the Rio will be ran by Caesars properties until 2022 at least. I know they're no longer owned by Caesars. However, they have a barrage of great properties, including Nobu, which doesn't get a lot of credit. That's a 5-star hotel inside Caesars Palace, created by Robert De Niro and Nobu himself. You got, of course, the Cromwell, which is elite with the nightclub. You got Paris, which I believe is honestly one of the crown jewels of Las Vegas, that has the Eiffel Tower inside of it. You got Flamingo, you got Linq. Of course, you have Harrah's, as well as many, many, many other properties that they have to offer. When it comes down to Caesars, they've done a great job pivoting during COVID and stuff like that. A lot of these properties, guys, are going to start pulling a lot of their amenities. And while you see a lot of properties pulling amenities and not doing renovations, Caesars is actually doing renovations. I believe they just announced a $157 million renovation at the Flamingo, which is unheard of in times like this economically. And as far as this goes with what Caesars has to offer, what really convinced me to stay with Caesars and honestly want to build with Caesars is just the first class treatment. I mean, the customer service is excellent comparatively, especially during these times when things aren't as easy as they used to be. The price point is phenomenal, and what really set Caesars apart for me is that they have the top tier properties. Whether people want to try to hate on them or not, they're really the OGs. That's why they take the hate. They've been in the game for, maybe 50 to 60 years. They have literally, changed Las Vegas history by themselves. And of course, they have the crown jewel Caesars Palace as well. It is not unheard of that you'll catch a celebrity or two at these properties, and there's very few places where you can be, low income, high income, middle income, and still be able to enjoy some of the greatest amenities that every 5-star resort has around the world, for a budget price. And that's what really is awesome about Caesars. I'm inspired by the history. You look at Evel Knievel, who didn't jump the fountains. I believe back in the 70s, 60s, his son redeemed him in the 80s, 90s. Just the famous fights, the famous celebrities like Michael Jackson who have stayed at these resorts, or people like Mike Tyson, and all sorts of crazy things have happened that add to the history of what Caesars Properties actually is. When it comes down to it, would I recommend Caesars? Would I recommend the Rio? Absolutely. This is not their biggest suite. This is just a place that, if you're looking to save some money and you're looking to feel like a baller on the budget, you can go to. I mean, look at the size, look at the amenities. Is it perfect? Is everything absolutely up to date? No, and that's not what it needs to be. they have it. If you want it, they got it. And that's what Caesars is cool with. You know, if you want luxury, they got it. If you want a budget room, they have it. But to say that Caesars is below or not on par with the rest of the properties is just completely false. I mean, you could go to their cheapest properties for younger people like Linq, and you're still going to get amazing spas. You're still going to get amazing prices. If you want a smoking room at Linq, you can get it for almost nothing compared to other properties. So they got everything. They literally, if you want to party, you want to go on a zip line like here at Rio, you can do it. If you want to just gamble, you can do it. And that's really why Caesars is the greatest casino business of all time, you know, purchased by Eldorado as well, is because they're not just gambling oriented. They're in the food, they're into entertainment, they're into crazy stuff like zip lines that go across the Rio, the entire building. And that's really why they've been able to succeed. That's why they've been able to separate themselves from other industries and still go up in value, while a lot of these other casinos went down in value over the years, because the younger generation is not gambling anymore like they used to. And when it comes down to it, a lot of these other hotel companies, I won't name them, are not really understanding the change in demographic, the change in the millennials and how they view society as a whole. And you know, people just do not have the money to gamble like they used to. But what Caesars did is they started allowing people to purchase these big suites, like at Caesars Palace. It used to be only reserved for high rollers. And what they also started doing is basically changing the industry and how you view gambling and stuff like that. So they've done the online sports betting. They've done the great sports books where you can actually just go to the Caesars Palace Sportsbook and have an experience. It's not just about betting. So let's say you're with friends or family and they're betting. You still get to enjoy a wonderful time and stuff like that. They just opened up a brand new bar at Caesars Palace. A lot of the local Raiders legends were there. Shout out to Anthony and Tom Reeg, Anthony Carano doing a wonderful job, as well as the entire other staff and all the CEOs to actually bring Caesars back to life after the world scene, which is probably the biggest cataclysm and I guess you can call pandemic in history. Other than that, I just want to say I will be providing a lot of videos about Caesars history, the passion behind Caesars. Why am I doing this? It's simple. I think that people actually have to know what you can get at Caesars properties. I'm not here to make a bunch of angry reviews. That's not my job. A lot of reviews are done emotionally. I've been through good experiences and bad experiences everywhere, but I've had the privilege and honor to see a lot of these properties, and specifically at Caesars, and that inspired me to kind of do this because I started learning about the people behind it and stuff like that. If any Caesars Entertainment folks see this at marketing or anything like that, I'm happy to review rooms. I'm happy to go and experience different places, and I'll try to be as honest as I possibly can. But you know, when it comes down to it, you got to think bang for your buck. You got to think that Caesars is running a business, and you got to understand that there's few places in America or the entire world where you're going to honestly get this. You can pay $100 for a lower level hotel room and get little to nothing. So that's what people forget. Times do change, but Caesars has found a way to change the game in the hotel as well as the casino industry. Other than that, I'd give this a 10 out of 10 with the experience. I want to thank management and everybody for doing a wonderful job at the Rio, as well as all the places I've stayed. Thank you so much.